What if you woke up in a world where modern humans were not alone? Imagine standing on Earth 100,000 years ago. No cities, no technology, no noise of traffic. Just wild landscapes stretching endlessly in every direction. Dense forests whisper in the wind. Massive animals roam freely, and survival depends on instinct, skill, and courage. But here's the shocking truth. You wouldn't be the only human. In fact, you wouldn't even be the only kind of human. Around 100,000 years ago, Earth was home to multiple human species, each unique, each adapted to survive in harsh and unpredictable environments. The most familiar among them were early Homo sapiens, the direct ancestors of modern humans. They lived in parts of Africa and had already begun developing tools, language, and social bonds that would eventually shape the future of humanity. But they were not yet the dominant force on the planet. Sharing the Earth with them were the powerful and mysterious Neanderthals. These humans were stronger, stockier, and perfectly built for cold climates. They lived mostly in Europe and parts of Asia, hunting large animals and crafting tools with impressive skill. Evidence even suggests they buried their dead and may have had some form of symbolic thinking, hinting that they were more like us than we often imagine. And then there were the lesser-known groups, like the denisovans, a mysterious human species discovered through DNA rather than complete fossils. Scientists believe they lived across parts of Asia, and their genetic traces still exist in some modern populations today. This means that humans didn't just coexist. They interacted and even interbred. Now imagine this: different human species walking the same Earth at the same time. Different faces, different bodies, possibly different languages, all trying to survive. It's like a real-life version of multiple human worlds colliding. But what happened to them? Over thousands of years, something changed. Slowly but surely, these other human species began to disappear. Climate changes, competition for resources, and possibly even conflict played a role. Meanwhile, Homo sapiens continued to evolve, adapt, and expand. They developed better tools, stronger social systems, and more advanced communication. This gave them a powerful advantage. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Modern humans today still carry traces of these ancient encounters. If you took a DNA test, you might find small percentages of Neanderthal or Denisovan DNA in your genes. That means a part of those ancient humans is still alive, inside us. Life back then was incredibly harsh. There were no hospitals, no agriculture, and no guaranteed food supply. Every day was a challenge. Humans had to hunt, gather, and constantly stay alert to predators. Yet despite all this, they found ways to survive, adapt, and even thrive. They painted on cave walls, created tools from stone, and built the foundation of what would eventually become human civilization. So when you think about 100,000 years ago, don't imagine a simple, empty world. Picture a planet full of life, diversity, and human stories that we are only beginning to understand. A time when being human didn't mean just one thing, but many. And the most unbelievable part? Out of all those human species that once walked the Earth, only one survived. Why us, and not them?